planner friends. It is Stephanie from Stephanie Plans and Reads. Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you being here, and I'm excited to do my review of One Book July. So I participate in One Book July every year. I want to be the person who is in one book, and that doesn't always happen. But I remember back in, my early planning days, I was always in one book. I never thought to do many books. And as I've gotten more into the community, bought more things, I've wanted to try out more things. And now I have a planner channel. So it is slightly unrealistic for me to just stay in one planner for the whole entire year. But that is always kind of the aim at the beginning in January, just kind of thinking about how I can put everything into one. And One Book July gives me that opportunity to try it out and see how it goes. So this year I decided to do One Book July with Plans by Just Scribble. I've taken all the stickers off and I took off the clear cover, so hopefully there's no glare or anything. It is the second half, so volume 2 of the 2025 horizontal B6 size planner. And I wanted to try it because I saw a video from Just Scribble, obviously months ago now, talking about how she wanted to address the problems with the Tomoe River paper. And she did some research and she thought that Cal paper or B7 paper, so Cosmo Air Light or B7, whichever we're calling it, was a good paper to try. And so she did the second half of the B6, the second half of the year she did in this paper. And I thought I really wanted to try it, first of all, and I also thought it was a brilliant way of addressing some of the concerns from the planner community with the 2025 Tomoe River paper. So I did July in here, and I didn't set up, so I did my washi, I'll just go through the whole thing, did my washi sticker wallpaper, and I like the way that turned out. Some of the washi stickers are not sticking as well anymore. I think it's because they're old. I didn't do too much with the beginning pages. I did put in my stat holidays and paydays here and future appointments. Obviously I only have one. I didn't do anything really with the, what is this, kind of the yearly plans. This is kind of meant as an index, or you could use it as an index, or you could use it as tracking. You could use it whatever you want. But I think because you have trackers later on that you kind of use this for future planning or index, but I didn't do anything here. And yearly plans, I didn't do anything here. But I did make some yearly goals, and I just did 6. There's 8 boxes, but I just did 6. And then I used the other boxes for a little deco. I like the way that this has turned out. This is a more simpler version than the one I have in my sterling ink, but still perfectly good. Quarter 3, I didn't put anything specific for quarter 3 goals, and I did put in kind of my habits for tracking. Here you can put in weekly habits or daily habits, and I chose to put my weekly habits at the top, and then my daily habits at the top, and then my weekly habits at the bottom. I haven't completed this yet, even though it's August something. I have the data, I just haven't put it into my planner here. It's in the week version. Okay, so then this is the end. This was September. And then we have my favorite, absolute favorite spread in the entire planner, in any planner. I don't know how I got through life without this spread, which is a ridiculous thing to say, but it's just, I just like it so much. It's called, Scribble calls them product pages. Zeus, stop knocking the tripod. Hey, no. So what I've done is I highlighted the days that I was at work, and then I put my little YouTube video stickers, and then on this side I put things that were happening that month in the planner community, or things that I wanted to be aware of that I might have to do some videos on, not have to, but want to do some videos on, or just that I was ordering stickers or ordering stuff. So that's what I put on this side. Then I have my top 3 for the month of July. So things I wanted to concentrate on. And then I just did that like a little July title page. And then we have the month. I really like the way this month turned out. I think it doesn't seem too busy for me, which is good. I like the, I don't know, it looks clean. At the same time, it looks like it's being used, and I like that. I think probably an A5 is the size, and I'll probably talk about that a little bit as I go along. But I always thought A5 was too big, and I'm thinking now, actually, no, it was just right. I just was not in the right format. So on the monthly pages, I put my work schedule. I put any events or appointments. I put my paydays. And these little stickers here are from Midori. They are these ones here. They're called writing markers. And they fit really nicely in the months. And then they can be used as like a little like bookmark kind of thing, but I never do that. I just put them in the front. But yeah, I like to use them for videos because sometimes I'll change where the videos are going, so it's nice to not have to write them down or erase them or white out them or whatever. Then you get a blank page, and I didn't put anything there. And then we have my first week, and I did this as a plan with me. So you'll find it in my One Book July playlist. I had a meltdown. So I did this, and I had to come back and do the top because I didn't like the way I had done the top. So I came back and did that. I love this little cat. This is a kit from Let's Plan It. And it turned out well. So I like the way it looks really used. I put my reading here, put my content here. These are day-specific tasks, and this is just a to-do list. Get a habit tracker, and then meals. And pretty much that's how I laid it out every week. The socials and reading kind of did change. But I wasn't used to the paper. And as I said, I wanted to try the paper, and I'm really glad that I did. I'm really glad that I forced myself to use it for a month because I did become a fan of the paper. At first I was just, it takes too long to dry, and I was smudging, and also my hand wasn't used to writing on that paper, so my handwriting was awful. It was just a mess. And you can see here, this is where the mess is. I was trying different pens. I just like, oh gosh, yikes. But it got better, and I got used to the paper. The paper is thicker than Tomoe River paper, and it is, I don't know how to describe it, but it almost feels like spongier, and yet it takes a long time, or not a long time, but it takes some time for the ink to soak in. But yeah, as I started to play around with it a little bit more in these daily pages, I started to, get comfortable. I bought some new pens. I bought some of these pens, which are the Pilot Juice in 0.38, and I really found that these were helpful. They were really good. And yeah, I got used to it. This is week 2. I decided to do something a little bit different. I didn't use a kit. I just used some pet tape and some washi that I had. And I left this column blank. And I put my content here and my to-do list here. And then I put my reading on this page, which I didn't like in retrospect, but that's okay. Yeah, just like I said, finding my groove. I'm really starting to figure out how the pens work. I'm enjoying writing in them. I decorate a little bit. I use a little bit of hand lettering in the months, but it's primarily a journal space. It's not really functional beyond journaling. Here I decided to bring the reading back into the week. So the reading is here, content is here, and day-specific tasks, and then everything else is the same. This is a kit from Let's Plan It Again, which I enjoyed. I never really knew what to do with this page. If I was in longer, probably I'd figure it out. So just minimal deco, but enough deco that I enjoy it. This, I had a whole bunch of these stickers left, and I thought, oh, that would make like a good washi, especially on Saturday and Sunday when I generally don't have a lot to write. And then I decided to switch content and reading. So I put content over here and reading here. This is, I wouldn't say it's a kit. It's remnants of a kit from Planner Kate. And I'm absolutely in love with this washi. Love that washi. So I didn't do anything here this week. I love this washi too. This washi is from Ivy. So pretty. And I'll include on the bottom of this or in the captions the link to Ivy. And if you use my code Stephanie30, you get 30% off. So I have a few washis from them in this week here. Yeah, so I'm enjoying the paper more by the end of this month, but I am starting to think like I don't have enough room for the daily pages. So I want to be able to do this kind of deco as well as have like a good space to write. And sometimes I felt like I didn't have a lot of space to write all the things I wanted to say about a specific day. This I used no kit again. This was torn washi torn paper, which I glued on with the zig glue stick, and then washi stickers, and these are all from IB as well. And I put content here, and then I didn't put anything here. And I just kept the reading stuff in my reading journal. And this was the last week, so I only did the first, 4 days that there was. And I'm using stuff from Let's Plan It here. And I got a Let's Plan It order, so I used their little sticker there. I was a dumbass there, which we don't need to talk about. And then I got a new laptop, which I'll be editing this on, so hopefully everything goes well. So that is the One Book July in Let's Plan, or in Plans by Just Scribble. My final thoughts are this planner is a really nice planner. It is very well constructed. I love the bundling of having, your months, then your weeks, or the month, then the week in that month and then the days of that week. I like that. I think it works really well. I absolutely love, as I said, the project pages. I think that there is a bit, so I love the project pages, and I love the page beside the project page. And I definitely want this in the planner going forward. Just Scribble has posted a video on her Instagram, I believe, about her new releases for 2026. So if you like this planner and you're interested in this planner, she's using 3 different kinds of paper for the various planners that she has, and there are a couple of different weights as well. So if you're interested, you should check out her Instagram. Pre-orders, I think, are on the 15th. But don't hold me to that because I'm not 100% sure. Check out her Instagram. I think I'm excited to see what she has in store for 2026. I will say I think the B6 is a little small for me. While I got used to the paper, I think I do prefer a thinner Tomorrow River paper. I'm just used to that, and I could see where this would be really good for people who are doing a lot of tip-ins or a lot of things that they're trying to add to the planner or put on the page. A lot of if I was doing a lot of this torn or paper and washi, that might be if I was doing a lot of this, I think it really that holds up really well, and I think it's really good paper for that. But I think for me, I don't do a lot of this, and so I don't really bulk up. I mean, beyond the stickers, I'm not really putting a lot of ephemera and stuff like that in my planner, so I don't think I need that big of a thick of a paper. But people who are doing lots of memory keeping or junk journaling, and they want to have that thicker paper but still have it be really fountain pen friendly and really, quality paper basically, then this paper is great. Another thing I think this is really good, and this has been really good for me, is functionality. It's been really, this spread especially has been really functional for me. Let me get a better week to show you. This is hilarious for me to say, but I really like this layout. I did find that the to-do lists are a whole issue, which we'll talk about in a second. But the content, having space to write down all my content ideas for the week, and then my day-specific tasks, really worked out well for me. So this side of the page really worked out well. This side was a little bit less successful, only because for me personally, I prefer a daily to-do. A weekly to-do doesn't, I could put a weekly to-do and then also use a daily to-do, and that would be fine. But if I was just using this as my to-do list and I wasn't using the daily pages to put a to-do, I don't like that as much. I like to be able to do a daily to-do. But this is a very functional layout. And so people who have a lot of things to do, a lot of people to think about, so, kids and husband, and have maybe things to do on a weekly basis rather than daily basis. So taking the kids to soccer or, whatever. I think this would be a great layout for that. So my final thoughts are, I'm really, really happy that I had a chance to try out this planner, and it was gifted to me by Just Scribble, but these doesn't affect my review. I'm really happy that I got a chance to be in this. I'm not going to go forward for August in this planner, but that doesn't mean that I won't come back, because I can see myself even just as I'm using it now, like just flipping through it now, thinking, oh, that's cute. I like the way it is in my hand, all that stuff. But for August, I will probably go back to my A5 sterling ink and see how that goes. Anyway, how did you guys handle One Book July? Did you do it first of all? Did you like it? Did you learn anything about yourself in that One Book July? I learned that I'm really a Tomoe River paper fan through and through, and probably will always or want to be in that in some respect. And that the B6, even though I thought it was going to be the size for me, is probably just a little too small. So the experiment was a success for me, and I hope it was a success for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.